There's a pain moment for me that came in college, having only looked at my interfaithness as a source of strength and this superpower. Like, it was challenged in college and looked down upon. But I think that started to kick off what becomes the theme personally and professionally in my life, in terms of like, oh, you're not going to make space for me? I will carve out that space for myself.
Working on campus, the students were facing really big existential questions and just personal questions, and for the first time really making those big decisions about what type of Jews they wanted to be, how seriously they wanted to take Judaism, and what that would mean for them.
I think people are going to be judging where they go based on the accessibility, the relevance, and the warmth and joy of that community. It draws people to have to make decisions less on the label and more on the content.
All of the interesting stuff in our communities happens from those moments where you're somewhere between the inside and the outside, and you have that perspective.
Not only Jews find meaningful living through Judaism. There are many people in our congregation who are finding meaning in community. It was an anxiety to think, well, what does that mean for our halachic practice? But Judaism itself, halakha, articulates boundaries and porousness.
You're converting to the Jewish people. Your conversion might not be recognized by all parts of the Jewish people, but I want you to think of yourself as converting not to Temple Shalom, not to Reform Judaism, that you're taking on this identity of the whole.
I think for sure we need to invest in that next generation in that way. I do think there is a scaffolding of creating some magic. I mean, I think we're trying to create a community of calling, not just rabbis with a calling.
All of the most scintillating, inspiring, sublime ideas that you may have encountered in a Beit Midrash or in a Sefer or emerged from a Chavruta, those ideas are relevant and necessary, and then they get to impact people's lives.
Every day, I get to build a community that gives people support. I get to ask questions and I get to wrestle, and that's my work. What a gift.